Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're gonna go through the app Coin. You can see now we've actually been through all of our store setup. You should now have your all the basic stuff in your store set up. You should have a few products uploaded. Alberto should be up and running. And now you want to get into the wee details about. We have a list of 10 apps or so here that we're going to install on the store. So for this video, we're going to go through Coin. We'll just tick that off. So if we go into the App Store again, still on the Apex Stone store here, we'll go in. This app, what it basically does is converts currencies on your store. So the methods I'm going to be teaching you in the Facebook ads training, I'm going to be teaching you how to sell worldwide. So we'll be doing a lot of selling outside the US and outside the UK. We're going to be doing a lot in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and then on certain products we're going to be selling literally worldwide, Europe, Asia, all over. So this app really helps with getting people to convert on your store, even though it's not in their currency. So the base currency on my store is GBP. I think it's a slight hindrance, and I think my conversion rates would be a lot higher if I had an American-based store. So you guys in America actually have a real advantage here on that, because when you go to checkout, it doesn't actually state the price in their currency. It'll still state it in the store's base currency. It's only when they're like adding stuff to their card that shows it in their currency. So we'll actually go through and just show you how this all works. Just getting it set up here. It's real dead simple. 2 or 3 minute setup. Gives you a couple of things to do here. So I'm just going to show you how to actually go through and do it. So what we have to do is wrap our currency HTML and disable any currency conversion built into your theme. The theme we're using doesn't actually have that, so we don't need to worry about that, and none of the free themes will have that, so you don't need to. But if you are using a different theme, there should just be an option in your settings to turn off currency conversion, and you can just follow. They'll give you a guide on how to actually do this here. So if we go in and wrap your currency HTML, so what we want to do is they give some code here. So we're going to copy this HTML with currency. We're going to go into our store and go to settings, and we want to go to general, go to change formatting, and HTML with currency, we're going to wrap that there. We're going to change this back to my base currency. Just leave it in dollars if you're in the US, but change it to your store's base currency. Change this to GBP. And then HTML without currency, we go back here and tick this wee line of code and just simply paste that in here. Do the same again. And we don't need to add anything there. And that's basically that setup. So now we'll go in and show you actually how this is working behind the scenes. If we go to apps and slip into Coin here, we can run like a test to make sure this is working. So preview your store. So let's say my base store's currency is currently in, let's just check it out, currently in GBP. So you'll be able to see here, if we can run into our product page. Just grab this, go to view. You can actually see here that it's in GBP pounds, so we don't want it to be in that, so we'll go in here and we'll change it to the US just to show you guys what it looks like from when it changes. So preview. So we're now coming in US, and now you can see the products are actually showing in dollars here. Obviously we can't get through that other product, but you can see here it's changed it to dollars and it will convert the price. Let me see if I can get that up. So let's pull this in, copy, and throw it in there and see if that'll give us in dollars. Yep, so there we go. We can now see it's $38. It just uses today's currency. And what you will want to do is add it, make it so that it converts to just like a rounding. So if it's $40.12, it's going to become $40. So just turn that one on. I would leave the currency name on there and make sure this is in your store's base currency. I would just leave that off and leave this off and save changes. Automatically convert it, makes it dead simple. And let's go and refresh and see if this has brought this to $39. It should have, but it hasn't. So if them changes have saved, and refresh again. So that doesn't seem to be working. Check that out. So that should come in when you do that. Maybe we just need to clear our cache and check it out. I know it's working with my store, but if you go ahead and turn that on anyway, it will actually come up as $40 rather than with the currency. And here you can see manually selectable currencies. We just leave all this. You don't really want anything. We don't actually have the manual selector on the store. We just have it automatically converting, so it doesn't actually matter. We can try and preview this again here and see if it is now updating to what we want it to. And still, no, but it will change whenever you're actually putting it in and clear your cache. If we went in and viewed it from a different device, it would actually show as the rounded number. So don't worry too much about that, but that's basically how you're going to set it up to have it so it changes to the viewer's currency, and it increases your conversions massively whenever you're actually have this on your store rather than someone coming in. A lot of people don't know the GBP or US dollars probably going to be fine for most of you guys anyway. And if you are only selling in your country, you don't need to get this app, but it's great for the guys in the UK. So I definitely recommend going ahead and purchasing it. And that's basically everything to this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video.